This Looksmaxxing streamer known as Clavicular recently got himself a nose job that makes him look worse, and even his own audience is making fun of him.
Rabbi Pinto just tipped $2. Hello, Braden. Good to see you are transitioning into a Jew more and more every day, including the nose. Love from Tel Aviv.
I hate this is the worst job ever. Oh my god. I hate doing this. This is why I don't stream.
His real name is Braden Peters, and you might know him for all the crazy things he's done over the past few months. He was arrested in Florida in March for misdemeanor battery, but then he was released on a $1,000 bond. He was then charged for shooting a handgun over 20 times at a Florida alligator on stream and took a plea deal for 6 months of probation. Then in April, he OD'd on stream after reportedly mixing stimulants and steroids. He was then rushed to a Miami hospital and had his YouTube channels terminated. So Kick is currently the only major platform he has left. Speaking of the nose job, that happened on June 3rd, 2026. In fact, the entire rhinoplasty surgery was live streamed on Kick, of course. And it was performed by this controversial doctor known as Dr. Miami, who was infamous for live streaming unfiltered plastic surgeries on social media and is also apparently known for bringing the BBL into the mainstream or something like that. Now, a lot of people call him unethical because, for context, he wrote a children's book that apparently normalizes plastic surgery for young kids. And one of his former staff members revealed he severely pressured her into getting surgery herself. So this guy seems genuinely shady. Now, when I first read about this, I was wondering why would he go to a BBL doctor for a nose job, unless he wanted his nose to look like the Crimson Chin's chin from the Fairly Odd Parents. Turns out this doctor does face surgeries too, so for the record, I personally think cosmetic surgery is unethical in most cases because the patients usually and most likely have body dysmorphia and should definitely get professional help for that, like therapy, rather than getting a new face. Now, the obvious exceptions are perhaps severe disfigurement, if you're like severely disfigured from an accident or maybe a life-threatening situation that requires these procedures somehow. Those are the only exceptions I can think of at the moment. Anyway, back to Clavicular schnoz. It seems his audience did not react well to it.
Please don't bully me. Why do you look like a chud now? I hate you guys. Alright? I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry after the stream.
Just tip $2. Bro looks like Family Guy. It's over Clav, you are a joke. Dylan Latham took your legacy. It's over Chud Boy, you're lacy maxing.
Way too small. You're retarded. You're retarded. Are you and everyone in the chat? You're retarded. Let's just not talk about my looks 24/7 this stream. That'd be great. Yeah, I've been getting cooked, but dude, it's almost done recovering, so I don't really give a f.
You can even see it in his face that he most likely regrets this. Regret maxing, as they say. For context, here's a comparison of what his nose looked like before and after. Now, personally, I think his nose looked much better before, and he definitely did not need this surgery at all. People are saying he looked more masculine with his natural nose before the surgery. And looking at the comparison, I'd have to agree. And people have also pointed out that he now looks like young Sheldon. And apparently, the actor who plays young Sheldon commented on Instagram saying he mocks Clavicular in this photo. This guy on Twitter, PETA, said, "Bro went from Looksmaxxing to Make-A-Wish maxing." Now I think he really needs to see this as a wake-up call and change his ways, because if he keeps going down this path, he's just gonna keep destroying his face and life even further, and he's gonna end up as some kind of a cautionary tale, like Narcissus from Greek mythology, who died beside a pool, or was it a lake, staring at his own reflection because he was so obsessed with his looks that he stopped eating and sleeping until he perished. Or like Icarus flying too close to the sun, except the sun is a BBL doctor in Miami. Of course, this could all just be a calculated streamer brain strategy to stay relevant. Maybe he's playing up the reaction for views and attention. Can't really rule that out, but in my opinion, his face does seem to show some signs of regret. Or maybe the surgery just made his face stuck that way. Who knows? Only God knows. I also saw some people on Twitter arguing that anyone who insults his looks is somehow proving him right about Looksmaxxing. And I think that's a misread of the situation. I think nobody's denying that appearance and attractiveness do influence a lot of things in life. I mean, that's just reality, and most sane people understand that. What people do have a problem with is him promoting self-destructive methods like doing steroids at a young age, now face surgery, and all the other stuff he's done primarily for clout. Most people would probably agree that basic things like taking care of your hygiene, working out, eating well, are all good advice for everyone, for most people. That would be the Jedi side of Looksmaxxing, I guess. What Clavicular is doing here is the Sith side. I'm realizing halfway that this might be a bad analogy, but you get the idea. Anyway, that's about it for the Clavicular situation. Like and subscribe, or you'll be forced to get a nose job performed by Dr. Miami and Clavicular. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around.